welcome to tonight's live stream. I got my hair cut especially for tonight's live stream. I've noticed that on other live streams I clear my throat a lot and I find it really jarring and annoying, like I just did then. So what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to speak more slowly and I'm going to drink lots of water. So if you find me speaking more slowly boring, that's tough because I'm still going to do it. And I know it doesn't sound good. I have to clear my throat all the time, and editing them out is a real pain in the bum. So yeah, I'll be speaking more slowly. So tonight we're going to talk about dating anxiety. We're going to be talking about how you can overcome it. So welcome. So with dating, the first thing that you want to go into dating with, you want to go into dating not with the mindset of getting a date or getting to whatever base you're trying to get to, or making the other person like you, because that's putting you on the back foot. That's making you need something from the interaction. That's making you needy. It's going to come across and it's going to make you anxious because you're going to be thinking, oh, I've got to do this thing, I've got to get this thing. Like, if I don't, then it's going to be terrible. So that's going to generate anxiety within you. So it's much better to go seeking something more neutral, just looking to have a good time or get to know someone or experience genuine connection. If you can't experience genuine connection with the person you're on a date with, maybe you don't have any chemistry enough or something, then that's just the way it is. You'll be able to walk away from it and say, well, I had a fun evening, but there was no chemistry between us. That's fine. And you'll just be able to leave it at that. There will be no anxiety. There will be no, thinking, oh my God, I hope they liked me, and they'll message me tomorrow. All of that kind of stuff. You'll just be nice and calm. So, and then there's the anxiety loop. So in my last video I spoke about the anxiety loop with regards to social anxiety, how my fear of blushing created a cycle, a self-fulfilling prophecy. All anxiety inducing situations work the same way. And when I do the live, I'm trying to look at the camera lens, because I noticed on the last live I was like looking up at some YouTube button up there instead of where I should have been looking. I'm getting the hang of these lives, or trying to anyway. So yeah, social anxiety is going to intensify in dating because it's just you and one other person. You're really going to want them to like you. You're really going to have that fear of judgment. As I said, one way you can overcome that is by going on the date with the intention of just having a fun experience, creating a genuine connection, looking for chemistry as opposed to trying to impress the other person or get approval from the other person. And inner child issues, the place where they're most often going to show up is in relationships. If you don't heal your inner child, you're going to be making unconscious contracts with people who complement your family system. So on my website, markstubbles.com, you can download 2 free workbooks. The first workbook is my anxiety and depression workbook. The second workbook is my inner child healing workbook. You just go to my website, markstubbles.com, pop-up comes up which says input your email address, get my free workbooks. You input your email address and my free workbooks will be emailed to you right away. So go to my website, get them. As I said, healing your inner child. It will improve all of your relationships, including your relationship with yourself. You'll have better self-worth, better self-esteem, self-love, self-acceptance. You won't be looking outside of yourself to feel okay, and that will again lead to less dating anxiety, less need to seek approval, and it will allow you to be more choosy on relationships, who you get into a relationship with. So go to my website, markstubbles.com, grab those free workbooks. And looking at my notes, trying to be perfect can lead to self-sabotage. Trying to get approval from the other person can lead to self-sabotage. It can come across as fake, as needy. It's going to create a real disaster. So again, check out the Inner Child Healing Workbook. Looking at my notes some more. And then we come to authenticity. Now, starting in October, I have a 4-week authenticity program. You can find a link to that in the description to this live stream. So look at the description and you'll find a link to my website, markstubbles.com, where you'll find details of the 4-week authenticity program that starts in October. So go there and check that out. What are the benefits of being authentic when it comes to dating? Let's explore. Firstly, if you're on a date and you're being authentic, you're comfortable in yourself, who you are, and you're not seeking approval, you're saying this is me, I'm authentic, I'm me. It's going to create less mental pressure for you because you're not trying to find the perfect line. You're not trying to follow a script. Again, you're not seeking approval because you've healed your inner child. You've gone to my website, marksdoubles.com, got that free inner child healing workbook. And yeah, you're just being authentic, being yourself. And this is going to lead to getting into relationships with the right people, because you're being who you truly are, and that's going to enable you to find, your match. That's going to enable you to find someone who resonates with who you truly are at your core. So let me know what you think about that. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. Being authentic is also, it builds genuine charisma, because you'll be comfortable in yourself. And true charisma comes from the comfort and confidence of being true to who you are, and living by your core values. Again, you go to my website and you get I think it's in the Inner Child Healing Workbook. It's in one of the workbooks. You only have to put your email address in once and you'll be able to download both. But in one of the workbooks, you're going to find the core values identification exercise. That's going to allow you to identify what your core values are. And once you know what your core values are, you can start to live by those values, and you can again start to connect with people who share your values. So having some more water. So with the throat clearing, I think I've been a lot better. There's been a massive improvement. Means I won't have to edit this video, I can just put it straight out as live. So, the 3 pillars of being on an authentic date. Firstly, you'll be listening to understand. You'll be able to be more present, and again, presence is charismatic, being in the moment, giving someone your full attention, being really engaged in what they're saying is really going to increase your charisma. It's going to make you more attractive. It's going to do all kinds of good things for your dating life. And going back to my notes, you won't have to mentally rehearse your next line. You won't be waiting for your chance to speak. You'll be able to practice active listening, show empathy, build rapport. It's being authentic is really going to improve your dating. And checking my notes again, you'll be able to embrace vulnerability in small doses. Now, what does vulnerability look like in terms of dating? Well, it doesn't mean you go on a first date with someone and you tell them all your problems and all of the past relationship issues, how everyone you've ever been in a relationship with is in a relationship with is a narcissist. How terrible it is to be the victim. That won't be good for your dating life. And I don't think you'll be getting many second dates if you do that. If you do get second dates, they'll be with some proper crazies. No, vulnerability means sharing authentically, sharing, your opinions authentically, being true to yourself. As I said, knowing what your core values are and living by those core values. And yeah, final point, when you're on a date, ask open-ended questions. Questions that don't have yes or no answers. Questions that someone has to elaborate on to, tell you more. Doing that will open up the conversation. It will help you learn more about the person you're dating, and it will take pressure off of you to talk, and there'll be less awkward silences. And yeah, if you improve your authenticity and become more present with hypnotherapy, those awkward silence, there will be no awkward silences for you, because you'll be completely at peace and in the moment. So again, check the description for the link to my authenticity program. Starts in October. And yeah, that's about everything for tonight's live stream. If you enjoyed it and found it useful, let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, go to my website marksdoubles.com, download the workbooks and have a look in the description, find out more about the authenticity program. Thank you very much for watching, and good night.